Yeah, we back. Now, we gotta have some real talk, brothers. We gotta have some real talk. We got this story coming out of Kenya. As you can see, the British Army trains in Kenya, and many women say that soldiers have assaulted them and abandoned the children they have fathered. We have a story breaking on the mainstream media where thousands of black women in Kenya, stretching as far back as the 1950s, we got some women who are, in their 70s and their 80s, have said that British soldiers have assaulted them. There's even stories of women who have been murdered and their bodies were dumped in septic tanks with nobody held accountable. And as a Haitian myself, I'm so familiar with these type of stories, man. I'm so familiar with foreign troops coming from overseas, coming to the country on a so-called positive mission to contribute to the country in a positive way. And then when they leave, you figure out that the country is actually worse off than before they came. And then when you look around, you ask yourself, where did all these mixed race kids come from? What the hell? What's going on? Right? So it's a story that's all too common. Man. And it's also why I celebrate it so hard when you look at stories like Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger kicking the French out, kicking the French military out their country, kicking the Americans out their country, because they're guilty of the same crimes. The French military doing the same thing in our countries. The American military doing the same thing. I never talked about it on those videos, but they do the same thing. It's not exclusive to Kenya. The same exact thing happens over there too. It happens all over the world. And the things I want to say, I can't really say it out in the open, out in the public, right? But listen, man, I'll just say this. When it comes to certain things, when it comes to certain scenarios, when it comes to certain situations, you cannot operate through the lens of the New Testament. Sometimes you have to go back into that Old Testament, right? The doctrine of the Old Testament, the teachings of the Old Testament, in order to come to the right solution. That's all I'll say. On this video, that's all I'll say. Listen, go in the description box, follow the directions, so you can get access to the full video where we discuss this story that has came out on the mainstream media. And I want to give a big shout out to this brother right here. Take a look up on the screen. Larry Maduo, for breaking this story. Shout out to him, And anyways, man, like I said, go in the description box for the full video. We discussed this. We got to discuss this privately, brothers. I can't really say what I want to say out in the open. I might get my channel, smacked up and clapped up. But anyways, man, like I said, let's talk about it. Support the album. We out. Peace.
No. Feel like I'm 75. Know that your team be full of them traders, you know that can never be mine. I'm grabbing a thought when I drive. I'm back in my zone and we on. She said that she ready to come be my wifey and hoping I don't do her wrong. I gave her my word in this bond. I'm whipping the best like a lamb. I mean no chicken and lamb. Accustomed to call me the man. I never be up on the gram. I'm keeping that way undercover. She want me to tell her I love her. I told her I'm breaking the rules. I told her we making the news. Back in my city, they loving me. Standing alone, I'm 100 deep. Enemy plotting and still in reach. They try to make sure that we underneath. Trying to make sure that we never make it. Coming for power, come get acquainted. Coming for everything that I wanted. Feeling like Drake, but I really wrote it. Feeling like Kendrick, I'm checking names. Gotta roll up while I go insane. Got so much stress, I been gated away. Stuffing these racks in this Louis case. One thing for certain, I'm about to check. Keep it 100 and nothing less. Stick with the family since day one. Had to stay down till my day come. Had to stay down, but I'm never patient. Hop on the mic and I'm motivated. Hop on the mic and I drop a classic. Haters can't see me, they copping glasses. Back in the studio making magic. Got a new tape and it's in production. Back on my business, I got a budget. Staying low key when I'm out in public. Feel like I'm 75. Know that your team be full of them traders, you know that can never be mine. I'm grabbing a thought when I drive. I'm back in my zone and we on. She said that she ready to come be my wifey and hoping I don't do her wrong. I gave her my word in this bond. I'm whipping the best like a lamb. I mean no chicken and lamb. Accustomed to call me the man. I never be up on the gram. I'm keeping that way undercover. She want me to tell her I love her. I told her I'm breaking the rules. I told her we making the news.